Hey everyone, it's Brett from Hope to Prosper. Last month we went to Badlands National Park, and I thought I would bring you along and share the trip with you. If you've never been to the Badlands National Park, I can tell you it's a treat. It was definitely underrated in my opinion, and it exceeded all of our expectations.
Yes, I do.
The landscape is stunning, and it kind of has like a spiritual feel to it. It's amazing, and we enjoyed it quite a bit. This is the Big Badlands overlook, and it's the first overlook inside the park if you come in through the northeast entrance. And so it's pretty crowded. There's a lot of people walking around. It's, like I said, it's the first place you hit when you come in. But it's really neat because it has the Badlands Wall. And if you've never seen the Badlands Wall, you got to see it. It's amazing. It just is miles and miles of, all these badlands. They kind of look like hoodoos from Bryce Canyon, but all these badlands, it looked like it just goes on forever. I can't imagine being on a horse or on foot and running into this thing back in the day. But yeah, the Badlands Wall is the first overlook, and you just got to check it out. It's so panoramic, and it just goes on forever, it seems like. This is my buddy Brian. We went on the Great Plains tour together.
Yeah.
We toured like 6 states, and of all the places we went, probably the Badlands was our favorite stop, both of us. And so it's good to have a travel buddy and fellow hiker along. There's an elevated boardwalk out to the panoramic point, and like I said, it's pretty crowded. There's a lot of people on it, but it's kind of a pretty walk. You got Badlands on both sides of you, and then when you get out to the panoramic point, boy, you could just see like 270 degrees of Badlands. It's really amazing. When you get out to the overlook, it kind of starts to pack up with tourists. I was able to find a nice spot, but to take a panoramic video, I kind of actually had to walk around some people, but it was worth it. And the Badlands Wall, like I said, it's something you just have to see. It's amazing how far it goes out, and it just looks so ominous. At the same time, it's beautiful with these red and white stripes, and the video just doesn't do justice how beautiful this place is. For a place that's supposedly the Badlands, it's just really gorgeous. Our second stop on the loop trail was the Door Trailhead, and this is a fun little area. You have the Door Trail, the Windows Trail, and the Notch Trail. We mostly looked through the windows, and there are a series of little things you could hike up to and look out at the Badlands through the windows. It's pretty interesting. We didn't take the Door Trail, and unfortunately We didn't know that we were right by the Notch Trail and missed it. The Notch Trail is one you definitely want to hike. I'm bummed I missed it, but this area is a fun area, and there are bathrooms there and accommodations, and it's also just a neat area. It's also a little more spread out than the Big Badlands Overlook, so there are more things you could do without, a million people standing around you. It seems like each window kind of has its own distinct little landscape behind it. And once again, there's a boardwalk type trail that takes you through all the windows and then out onto the Notch Trail. Our third stop on the loop road was the Cliff Shelf Nature Trailhead. This is an area that has a big elevated skyway, and it also has the Badlands Oasis. So you can walk up on the skyway and you can look out over the whole valley, including the oasis. Most of the Badlands are pretty dry and dusty. They have like a grass plain, and then they just go into the Badlands. But this had pine trees and other green grass and bushes. So the Badlands Oasis area was a neat part of the park. It was unique, and I'm glad we stopped there.
Short hike. Here we go. Look at what the elevation is. It's too high.
There was a lot of stairs on the climb to the skyway, but it was worth it, definitely. And the climb was pretty mellow. The stairs were flat, and they were level with a nice handrail, so it wasn't too strenuous, but definitely be ready to climb the hill. Once you're up at the top, you get a beautiful view of the Badlands Oasis. And like I was saying, this is a green part of the park, and it's unique and it's pretty. And you can see out for miles over the valley. So this is definitely a don't miss. Being up on this platform was really cool, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. This is one of my favorite parts of the whole park. It's also a really nice little hike if you want to do something that's not too strenuous but fun. It's a little loop. Go up on the platform and come down the backside. So it was quite an enjoyable hike, probably for anybody who can, even kids. I think you would enjoy this hike quite a bit. The people on the top of this cliff right here are actually on the Notch Trail overlook. We didn't know at the time how they got up there, but since I've checked the maps and stuff, that's where the Notch overlook comes out. So basically they got the same view as us, just quite a bit higher. So that's the top of the Notch Trail.
Right.
After we left the Skyway Trail, we went to the Ben Rifle Visitor Center and also Cedar Pass Lodge. This is a good place to get lunch or visit the visitor center and maybe pick up some pins or magnets or whatever. It's a neat little area. I didn't get any footage of it, but I recommend you go by the visitor center and the Cedar Pass Lodge after this overlook. It's just a neat place to stop. Unfortunately, we're running short on time because we had a 6.5-hour drive to Omaha, and so we missed a number of things in the park, especially on the western side that I really would have liked to have seen. Would have liked to have seen western Yellow Mounds and Panoramic Point and Pinnacles Overlook. I also would like to have seen Roberts Prairie Dog Town. I'll just have to get back here to the Badlands and spend a day or two. My recommendations if you come to the Badlands is to have a travel plan. I wish we had done that. And have at least one full day. Half day definitely didn't do it. Have plenty of water, snacks, and supplies. And definitely have appropriate shoes and clothing. Thanks for coming along on our trip to the Badlands. I hope you really enjoyed this little adventure. It was a blast, and we enjoyed every bit of it. If you're anywhere near South Dakota, you have to stop at the Badlands. It's for sure a must stop. Okay, we appreciate you as viewers, and we will see you on our next adventure.